All right. I don't know how I did it, but I got my camera to work. So hello everyone. I'm Keener. Today you will learn why you should R9 the Poncho Bros first. I'm a big believer that this is the best two characters that you can Relic 9 first on a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes account for the vast majority of situations. I won't say there aren't outliers. There definitely are, and we'll go over all that along with the reasons that I have for why you should R9 them first. So we'll go ahead and get into it now. So first, I'm going to go ahead and explain the rules. So I'm assuming when I say, in this whole example that I'm going to give, or not example, but for the reasons why, I'm assuming that you are playing the game long term and that you care about it. Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, you don't really get anything all that quick. So this may be your second account, or it could be anyone that is in mind of trying to be as efficient or semi-efficient as possible. This also doesn't apply to individuals who know ahead of time that they're going into specific farm right out of the gate, whether that be a rush for one of the Galactic Legends that I have in an image down below, whether that be the ships that are featured up top. You can see I have the Executor, but I don't yet have a Galactic Legend, so that part is tough. Wish I did. We're getting there. So if this is your first time playing the game and you have no idea if you're going to stick around, you may not even need to focus on this. You still watch the video, but getting to Relic 9 is going to take you a little bit anyways. I haven't made a new account in a while, so I don't know with the whole new get to level 85 super quick and all that stuff, how feasible it is to get it done within a certain amount of time. I'm not exactly sure, I'll be honest. But I think that they should be your first R9s if for the vast majority of people. Like I said, anyone that has any long-term care for the game, second account people, they'll probably have a good idea of what they're doing. And I think that this is just makes a lot of sense. So going ahead. Also, passion projects, Leviathan Rush, GL Rush, any of the ships, any of the GLs. If you have a passion project, if you're going Inquisitors out the gate, which not a bad idea. They have an assault battle, which we will go over in this. But you do you. Have fun. Enjoy the game. You're not going to play if you don't enjoy it. So, starting off, I wanted to go into assault battles. This is, I think, one of the best reasons why you should go after it, because you get rewards back that make it where over time the investment pays off. There's very few things in this game that are guaranteed investments that are this good. A lot of these assault battles do not have rewards this good, and all of them except for one other one require teams of 5. I don't require teams of 5, but I think your best bet is obviously using 5 characters. The one other exemption being your Peridia pals, Zombie, Enoch, and Trooper. So you can see here the rewards that you get for the different tiers, and there are 2 tiers before this, but I did not, let me move my camera actually, but I did not put them here because the rewards you get are just character shards for the 2 characters and credits is the least appealing of the rewards here. In the beginning, obviously, yes, it's important, you need credits to upgrade your characters, but over time, especially if you do this, you are going to get into a credit abundance. You're using them for mods, obviously, all those things are huge, but not what you're going after this assault battle for. The rewards you get, tier 3, where you have to have 7-star, recommends gear level 11, but there's no requirements in gear level besides completing the previous tiers. You get a bunch of mod materials. No one's going to ever complain about mod materials. You're always going to be working on mods, beginning, middle, late game. So that's obviously a huge factor. Then it goes into, also, I'm just going to say this outright ahead of time. You get crystals in all of these tiers. You can always use crystals on energy refreshes. You can always use crystals on refreshing nodes, so you can go through them an extra time. You can use them on packs in the shop from time to time. You can use them to speed up. What I'm saving a bunch for right now is speeding up the events for your big capital ships. I have 6-star Executor right now, and I've already got 9,000 crystals saved for the next time it comes around, so that I can go ahead and get it to 7 stars. I got it to 6 stars last month, so it's already on track to be there. But then these next 3 tiers all give you some sort of relic material. So these are your lower level, your mid level, your high level. These are obviously the ones that you get from going to Relic 9. So I'm going to highlight here my points here. Going to Relic 9, you need the computers, you need the droid brains, these are Gerda keypads, I believe, but you need both of these things to go to Relic 9, and they are the materials that are a pretty heavy wall for all players beginning to end game. Players, obviously, at the latest point of the game, don't even have all R9 rosters or a lot of R9s. That's something that people are fighting for at the highest levels, to get more R9 so that they can be ahead of Kyber 1 and all that other jazz that I am nowhere near. But you're going to need those things to get characters to R9. So you're going to have to use them to get any characters to R9. But from getting these two characters to R9, you actually get some back. So you're going to get 5 of one of the two every month. Of course, my water's like essentially empty. That's really helpful. But it's going to over time pay for itself. And yes, you don't know which one you're going to get. So like you could technically pay it off in, I think you need 40 of each to get to R9. So you can pay it off, and I don't know, you can do the math. I'm not doing that math right now. But it's going to pay itself off over time. So you do it as early as possible to get the benefit for as long as possible. That is the Assault Battle reasoning for why I think that it's huge that you should have these two be your first two Relic 9s. Next, let's go ahead and dig into Conquest. So, Padawan Obi-Wan has an Omicron that can essentially carry you through all of Easy and all of normal Conquest. And that is a pretty big thing once you get to the GP mark where you unlock Conquest, because hard Conquest is where you really get the availability to get a lot of the Conquest character shards. Yes, you can get some in the lowers, but it's very minimal compared to what you get in the hard. You're going to want to be on hard Conquest over normal and easy all the way. So the team there that I have at the bottom is the team that I currently use and that wipes the floor with Conquest all the time. I'm not going to go through reading that whole kit, but I am going to highlight one part here. Let me find it. Where's the part that's tied to Relic Amplifier? Right here. Allies gain 10% max health and protection, 30 speed. Allies gain additional 10% max health and protection for each Relic Amplifier level on Padawan Obi-Wan. So when you get Padawan Obi-Wan to Relic 9, you're going to be getting 100% max health and protection because you get 90 from his Relic and you get the 10 base that you get ahead of time. So it's huge. It basically can carry this team through the vast majority of Conquest. Like I said, it will carry you through normal by itself. You need to have some other teams so that you don't, because you're not going to be able to use this all the time because they have stamina in Conquest. You know how that works. So you're going to have other teams for the sense of to hold weight and make it where you're not using this every battle, but you can get through any battle on normal Conquest with this team. And they don't even need to be this high of a Relic level. Like when you're on the way there to Relic 9, you're at Relic 3, Relic 5, Relic 7, 4, 6, 2, any of the ones there, it's going to still have an impact that will make your life much, much easier in Conquest. And you get rewards out of it that lead to some pretty great characters, one of which is the lead that really unlocks this team in Queen Amidala, because eventually Padme is going to get replaced by Queen Amidala in terms of who your leader is. But you have to get her through Conquest, which is no longer available because she's gone through the system. So now you have to get her through Proving Grounds. So you only get to Proving Grounds after you hit 4 million GP. But you're going to have to get through Conquest to a certain point in order to be able to get all that stuff. And so having him at high Relic is going to make your life significantly easier. And then kit and other items. Other modes. So this team that I have at the bottom here, I'll highlight that first because it's the quick one. It's a team that you can throw it into for Grand Arena. Qui-Gon Jinn's Omicron for his base character, now the Master Qui-Gon, absolutely is nuclear. As you can see, I put there in Grand Arena. And this team can get you a lot of holds. I have it on defense, and it's basically gotten me a hold every single Grand Arena. Like, it can be beaten in 2 turns because after you beat Qui-Gon, the rest become super nukes. But then when they go in the second time, they don't have those buffs, so they can clear it. But it basically always gets you at least 1 hold at the levels that I'm at. I know as you get higher, that's going to fade away, but That's why you want to do this as early as possible, have it be your first R9 and get the most use out of it that you can. Then going back to kits now, but this applies to all modes, not just Conquest like the previous one that I showed did. This is again in Padawan Obi-Wan's kit, but it goes off of Master Qui-Gon's relic level. If there's an ally, Master Qui-Gon never uses an ability during his turn, Padawan Obi-Wan assists, dealing 40% less damage. Master Qui-Gon is defeated, yada yada. When Master Qui-Gon is defeated, Padawan Obi-Wan takes a bonus turn against 5% offense for each relic level amplifier that Master Qui-Gon has for 4 turns. You get that to R9, that's going to be the biggest benefit that you're going to get out of it. Just saying. And that's really all that I had on the matter. I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope this convinced you. I really think that it's a pretty strong argument. If you enjoyed, leave a like. Thank you, and good night.